Good morning all, I'm Andy Wooldridge, the Commercial Manager at Northampton Town Football Club. I know many of you from these networking events and got a few customers in the room as well. I was asked to do a presentation today and was thinking about what I could present about, and as a football club we do a lot of things people don't know about, and I could be here all day talking about what we do, but what I focus on today, it's been in the news the last couple of weeks, and in fact today the Chronicle and Echo, and there's a lot of local press today about our redevelopment, which has been a long time in the making, and it's very exciting for everyone in the club and hopefully for the local community. So I thought I'd give you a bit of information about the redevelopment, what's going on with that, and a little bit of information about the club as well from that point of view. Now, we're alliance partners to the Chamber of Commerce, and although we're going to enhance the stadium, it's going to be bigger, and we're hoping to really work with some really big businesses. Actually, small to medium businesses are still as important as ever to us, and the facility will have access to everyone. Everyone will be able to use it, and hopefully, help benefit their business by getting involved with it. And we're alliance partners to the Chamber for that reason. Really, we see the Chamber being a crucial part of the local business community. We hope that we're also a crucial part of the local business community. And that is the plan to continue to grow that, and the Chamber is important to that. Also, we're here today. We chose this event to sponsor. It was all the timing for the redevelopment, obviously, but secondly, the University of Northampton this year became our main club sponsor. Signed a 3-year deal. It's a really good financial deal for the club, and but it's also more of a partnership. So they do sponsor all of our teams. So anyone that wears our kit, from the under-9s through to the first team. You see there we've got all the age groups, the captain from each age group there, and the girls team. We've got the development centre where youngsters get regular coaching. Again, they've got the kit with the same kit the first team wear, which it's the first time we've done this for a long time, and actually all the youngsters actually feel they're part of the club and for the part of the community of the club. And certainly the coaching team and the academy are telling us that it's really helped to engage with the youngsters they've got on their books. Obviously for the university itself, it's great for their profile. They're on the Chronicle and Echo with national, local press on a weekly basis. And if you go on the Cron website, nearly every day there's a fresh story, and you've got the picture of the kit on there. So it's great for their brand. And also globally, FIFA football, FIFA 14. I'm sure people have got children in the room who play FIFA football, probably can't get them off it. It's one of the biggest selling games in the world. And obviously we're on that game, and University of Northampton have got their brand on that game. So there's people around the world, hopefully picking the Cobblers their team to play with. I'm sure they're not picking Man United. So yeah, and also for the club's point of view, the university itself is a great resource for us, and part of the package with them is that we are giving work opportunities to the students. The university is very proud of the fact that they have one of the highest, or if not the highest, employability stats of all the universities in the country. We're really going to help that by giving students the opportunity to go with their studies in terms of work experience, which is taken on to events management course students who are going to work on our conference and banqueting, do meetings. That's also going to be great for them for this year to put on their CV. They've actually had real life experience in that arena, and will ultimately help them get a job in what's a very competitive business market, job market. And also got part-time work, which is for students to earn some money to pay for their nights out in the town. And for us, there's 15,000 students here, there's 2,500 staff, and again, they're all getting special offers for tickets, season tickets. So again, trying to engage with the students and give them a benefit coming to Northampton as a university now, and they can get to watch live sport every other weekend. So that's really good for them. I'll give you a quick overview of who we are as a club. I'm sure some of you already know what we're about. We were formed in 1897, so a few years ago. I think my colleague Gareth was here at the time. You've been there since it pretty much started, haven't you? A lot of people think it was started by shoe factory workers, but actually it was by a group of school teachers and a local solicitor started the team up. Obviously we got our name from the heritage of the shoe industry in Northampton, so that's where the name the Cobblers came from, and it's nationally and internationally is a famous nickname for us. We're currently in League 2. We got to Wembley last year, and we very narrowly missed out, although the final didn't go very well. We took 25,000 local Northamptonians to Wembley, and there was 50,000 there in total between us and Bradford. In fact, we still hold the record of 40,000 for any one club taking fans to Wembley. So it shows the potential the club has, which is why the redevelopment is really coming into play and hopefully going to help us to grow as a club. We have over 250,000 visitors a year to the stadium for matches, for conferencing and events, for the community work that we do. And the next stat really surprised me when I started the club. We actually have over 3 million views a week that see our highlights, which is a League Two club. You might think that can't be right, but actually you think we're on the local and regional news. Our goals are, we've got Sky Sports News cover all football extensively, as I'm sure you're aware. So we're on Sky Sports News every Saturday night. So you've got the Football League show and various other BBC shows and websites that show the coverage. So it's really, really big audience, TV and website-wise. And the community work that we do, we've got a very vibrant Football in the Community programme. We've got a couple of study centre, which is sort of a classroom at the stadium where schools can utilise it. We've got a teacher there that does football-based education to try and engage with youngsters who perhaps got the ability to learn but don't necessarily have the motivation. We use football as a platform for them to get into learning. And our group ticket scheme, where we get lots of different groups down to matches, that's been really successful. We get 1,000 people to get to some games just through that scheme alone. So we're getting over 100,000 people a year from that. In the 90s, like a lot of clubs, we had a tough time financially. And we actually the first clubs to have a supporters trust, where the supporters got behind the club, raised a lot of money, and helped the club afloat at the time. Thankfully, we're in a very safe position at the moment financially, thanks to our chairman. We've got 600 children on our books at one time in terms of the academy and our development centres, and they're all youngsters are getting regular coaching in terms of football skills, teamwork, everything else that you need to be part of a team. And obviously from that we hope to get the next Wayne Rooney. But this last year we had 5 players got contracts from the academy, which is fantastic. I think if you get one normally, that's doing well. So it shows the work we're doing is really paying off now. And we regularly win awards from the Football League for our work in the community, and we're one of the first clubs to form a charitable foundation. We've got the Samaritans here today, we're one of our charities this year, and that just helps us engage with the community. We had a really good year last year, so we got to Wembley. The league table this year is looking pretty good. So we're hoping we'll end up near the bottom, that's the plan, but so it's early days, so that's kind of the plan for us. I'm going to start with a win on Saturday, that's the plan. I'll quickly summarise this. So this, while I was talking about community work, we do a lot with the community. So here we've got, we go into a lot of schools, we do school takeovers, where we go in, do some coaching with the youngsters. Players will talk about healthy eating, talk about being part of a team, working with youngsters to say, you need to work hard, even if you want to be a footballer or a sports person, you still need to work hard and make sure you've got a good education. We have different activities on match days where you can the youngsters walk out with the players, or they'll do a guard of honour, or we've got a dance group. In fact, this Saturday we've got the same group coming to do a dance on the pitch, and that they'll obviously come along with their parents and have a really good day out, and hopefully, from our point of view, build a bond with the club. To hopefully support their local team rather than sitting on the armchair watching Man United and Chelsea. Stadium history, I say the redevelopment is what I'm here to talk about today. We've had two stadiums in our history. The first one from the year they were formed was the old county ground. We shared that with the cricket club and they're still there to this day. And I wasn't lucky enough to be involved with the county. I never went to it. From what I've heard about it, it's quite a good job. I've heard the toilets weren't the best, and I know that after the famous Bradford fire, I think one of the stands got condemned. So, terracing all around, apart from a little Meccano stand up there. And in the summer, the cricket club used to use our pitch to car park, which I'm sure the groundsman now would absolutely love, because I know he's very precious about his pitch. So in '97, so 19 years ago, a couple of days ago, we actually moved to Sixfields. And it was built by the council at the time because we really had to get a newer stadium. The club wasn't doing brilliantly financially, as I said. So they built a community stadium which really had a sort of community focus and just really a focus of getting football matches on. But the world's changed a lot since then. Football clubs don't necessarily have, you can't rely on opening for match days, and that's the only time you're open as a business. So otherwise you need to trade 30 days a year, and I'm sure none of you in here could run your business opening 30 days a year. So clubs now have to be more diverse. They have to actually look at how they can make more money from their facility. So this is the future. This is our new East Stand that's going to be built next year. So 10 years in the making. We've faced a lot of challenges over the 10 years to get this into place, a lot of barriers. Thankfully the current council have been really supportive, David McIntosh and the guys there, and have really been pushing us to get this done. I think they want to see the town improve. Obviously we've got the train station and the bus station and lots of other things going on, which I think is really positive for the town. It's really giving everyone I'm certainly sensing as someone who's not from Northampton, I'm moving to Northampton, that there's a lot of positivity around that, which I don't think has been here before. So hopefully we can be part of that and hopefully increase that from that point of view. Now, we already do conferencing and events, but our biggest room is probably no bigger than this room, so we haven't got a lot of space to do diverse and big events and be flexible. So at the moment we sort of place ourselves in a market that we're sort of a cost-effective way of holding an event, and not necessarily got the luxury surroundings, but we can do a good event for you. So the plan is that obviously we want to become a market leader in that area, and really sort of utilise the space that otherwise would be sat empty during the week. We want to make sure that it's full every day. Local businesses, national businesses, we'll create a buzz around the place really. Now the East Stand Conference Centre itself is going to be built up of 3 floors. Now we've got the main entrance and lobby, which is just around, I'll show you the picture in a second, just around here will be the main entrance. By the way, you've got to hold hands if you're going to walk in. So this will be the new main entrance, so it's going to be obviously an open plan area as you walk through. It will be a nice sort of lobby area, and if people want to get fresh air during the day at a conference, they've actually got the undercover area out the front there, so they're not going to get soaked like it was yesterday. I'm sure we'll have a smoking area, and there'll be plenty of smokes at these things normally. Now on this floor it's going to be the main entrance area obviously, but we're going to have a large exhibition hall. It's going to be 385 square metres. On a match day, it's going to be our supporters bar, so we're going to have obviously the live games and bars and everything else in there, but during the week we'll actually use it as an exhibition room. It'll have space to get vehicles in there, so you can, obviously if you've got large equipment that you need to get in there, you can do that, or if you've got a vehicle display or a product launch, you've got the facility to get vehicles in there and get that out into place. On the first floor, which is so you'll see there on the picture there, that's going to be the main sort of conferencing banqueting area. We're actually going to have the biggest room in the town for events, and it's going to be over 1,000 square metres space, which will divide into 3. So you've got to have the whole room if if the event isn't filling that. But you can also have different breakout rooms, different areas to utilise from that point of view. And it's a concourse area where you'll be able to break out during sessions if you are using the whole room. So that's really going to be for us to be able to really maximise that. On match days, it'll be a great space for hospitality. While we're in League 2, we might not fill it, but the plan is that we're going to, the team's going to improve as much as the stadium is going to improve, and hopefully we'll have your bigger clubs coming down and filling that room with hospitality guests on a match day. The second floor, I've come from the pitch side angle here, will be where all our corporate boxes are. So at the moment we don't have corporate boxes, so I regularly get phone calls from businesses that say, oh, we want to have a box for a match, and I have to tell them we haven't got boxes, and they think you're talking a different language, because modern day football, and even any sport, the expectations are that you can have good hospitality, top class service, but you can also have boxes, and that's a really big audience that we're missing out on. So on match days, companies will be able to hire these to bring their clients and staff, but also during the week for you as businesses, these will be available for meeting rooms. Will also be available even as satellite offices, so you could have an office there in one of the boxes that during the week is your place to bring customers and do your business. We've got a boardroom in the centre there, which will be our most luxurious room in the building, and again that will be used as a meeting room during the week. That is actually 72 square metres, so it's a good size. We'll have a board. I think we're looking at probably having a boardroom table in there. We're not undecided at the moment. But that would be a good space, pitch side view, so when you're in your meeting you can see the pitch, and it gives a different environment as somewhere to go and hold events. And there'll be a room behind that, the director's lounge will be slightly bigger, but you can use that to complement it as another room to have a breakout area or a lunch area or whatever. And again, both those rooms on match days will be for our directors' guests and be for people that are looking to do the top end sort of hospitality. The plan also, so the list of there what's going into it, I've been through some of that already. We're going to have a hotel adjacent to it. It's not going to be attached like some football grounds where you can open your curtains and see the pitch. We've heard a lot of feedback on that in terms of not necessarily going down that route, so we've decided to do it as an adjacent operation. It won't have any conferencing facilities, so it will complement the stadium. So people will be able to stay at the hotel if they're at a conference, vice versa. The brand, I can't announce the brand yet, but it's going to be a very strong brand that will help us to hopefully attract people to the stadium. There will be a gym, which will be more of a personal training gym, which will help hotel guests to get a bit of training when they're there, and the players also use it during the week. Extra seats, a couple of thousand extra seats, which will take the capacity to near enough 10,000. And there'll also be additional parking as well. And with our position close to the motorway, it's a great position in terms of, and obviously central to the UK, a great position for us to be positioned in the market in that area. The West Stand also is going to have a refurbishment. So the main stand, you see the picture there, that's the one that most people would have been in if they've been hospitality or for an event. That's going to be refurbished to look a lot more like the East Stand. This is a phase that's after the hotel, by the way. And this is really going to be our community space. So, you know, we're very vibrant in the community. We're actually looking at enhancing that. So we'll have, you know, indoor activity areas that we'll use on match days to, you know, hopefully give the family a whole experience on a match day coming to games. But during the week, again, we'll allow local schools, local groups to come in and use that space as part of their, you know, part of their plans. We're knocking it around inside a bit to make bigger change rooms, because I think if anyone's been to a game hospitality, I think the change rooms are pretty cosy. They're not currently to the football regulations either, so they've got to be made bigger, so they'll be enlarged. Box office and shop will be moved around, and we'll get bigger offices. I'm hoping to have the best office, but I don't know if that's going to happen. I think the chairman might have that one marked up. We'll have a staff canteen where the staff and the players will spend more time together and hopefully build that club bond that is already strong, but I think it will make us more of a, help that community club feel that we have. Our supporters bar in that stand will be extended so it can really deliver better service and quality to everyone in that stand. It's already our main, so at the moment it's our only supporters bar, so then we'll have two, which would be fantastic. And there'll be new seating installed as well, so we can get rid of the faded seats and get some new ones in. We're told the new seats don't fade, but we'll see in a few years' time, once the bill's been paid. Very quickly scan through this. Obviously, it's not just about the future. At the present, there are plenty of ways to get involved with the club. There's commercial brochures on your seat, so feel free to take those away. If you want to ask me any questions about what's in there, please do give me a call or drop me an email. My contact details on the last slide. We've got matchday sponsorships. The Chamber do those with us. A great way of promoting your business, but also looking after your clients and staff, having hospitality, and having a really VIP day. We do the manager sponsor, where you get to, your group get to meet the manager before the game, which is quite a unique thing to be able to do. Match sponsorship, you can pick the man of the match. This year it's been quite tough some games, pick a man of the match, but we're hoping that that's going to pick up. Pretty much all our pitchside boards and ground boards are sold out, which is obviously a good sign. It shows that they obviously do a good job and people value them. But we do have some of our lower price bracketed boards available in front of our west stands. They don't get TV coverage, but you can actually, you know, face either three of the stands or face into our main west stand, and they're only sort of £400 or £500 for the season, so they're really cost effective, those ones. You can advertise in our award-winning programme, which Gareth, the head of media, puts together. Highlights my notes normally, my programme notes. You can sponsor a player, you can advertise on our website, or you can just bring clients and staff hospitality. You haven't got to do the advertising side, just say thank you to a customer, or try and impress a new customer. The Chamber you can do it direct with the Chamber at their networking events, or if you want to do something purely for yourself in your own business, you can do it direct with themselves, and we can, I know from the feedback we get that we do a really good job, good food, really good experience. Whether you're a Cobblers fan or a football fan or not, we know we will look after you and people will go away saying they had a good day. We're currently looking for a sponsor for our match tickets. We have space on our tickets where you can advertise. It's probably the only way you can guarantee every single fan and guest will see your brand. And we're currently getting a new batch of tickets printed and we're looking for someone to go onto those. So if that's of interest to you, please do speak to me afterwards. And as I said earlier, we do conferencing events already from that point of view. Now, what I'd like to do now is I'm going to do a business card draw. So on the way out, I haven't told Tracy this, but I'll get a bucket put outside, and if you want to put your card in, what we'll do is we'll keep you abreast of what's happening with the redevelopment, any opportunities there are for you to get involved as a supplier, or to get involved as a a sponsor or a hospitality guest, and also the club news. Then put your card in there, and we'll keep you aware of that. And then what I'll then do is draw someone out from that bucket, and you will get 2 hospitality places at one of our games coming up. Game of your choice, pick a date that works with yourself. You can see what we do. The only thing we will ask is you give us some feedback afterwards that we can then relay to the Chamber so everyone else can see, actually, I'm not just saying we do a good job, actually we do a good job. So, appreciate your time for listening. Hope I haven't bored you too much. AD is our manager there. He's just asking you if you've got any questions for me. This is probably the awkward bit where it goes really quiet, so if anyone's got any questions, please fire them at me now.